Hello, welcome back to another video. We are back once again with the Dead by Daylight killers, and this time we're finally onto a licensed killer. Michael Myres is here. Michael Myres is heavily outdated. He released back in 2016, which means it's almost been 10 years since he released, and you can tell that it was 2016 when he released, cause to put it nicely, he's kind of shite. But what would I know? Yeah. Basically, the reason Michael Myres is kind of shite is because they haven't really updated his kit at all, and he's quite easy to counter unless you use certain add-ons. When you use his add-ons, you just become the best. Like, when it comes to who has the best add-ons, it's Michael Myres, and it's not even close. His iridescent add-ons are genuinely works of art in how unbelievably cruel they are. Infinite tier 3, which I'll explain later, and Morying people in tier 3. You can end games so fast if you have both of those and catch everyone and get your stock up quick enough. Back in the day, this man was a menace, and the reason he's so rubbish without them is because with them he's just too good, but they can't nerf him anymore without nerfing the add-ons, and then there's no reason to play Myres because who wants to play a character that's mid and also just doesn't have any good add-ons or anything. But you know what? Let's just get into the game so I can explain more about his kit, because I personally still find him quite fun. So, Michael Myres is a very special case in the sense of he charges his power. He starts as tier 1, which makes him undetectable, so no terror radius, no nothing. He's slower than your usual killer would be, and he barely can lunge at all. It's not a fun time for a Myres player, to be honest. And in your tier 1, there is a build actually that makes tier 1 beautiful. But I'll get on to that in my recommended build. But yeah, you can get some good jump scares if you hit your target. If you missed your target, then what's the point, you know? But he's very good for, people just running into you. But the build I'm running here is the Mori tier 3 one. I've not got both the iridescent add-ons, I've only got the killing people by grabbing them add-on, which is the tombstone you see. Don't know why she didn't go for that palette, by the way. When you're stalking as Michael Myres, you can get ran through, basically. You're not, like, able to, you've not got any collision. That's what I'm looking for. God, I'm forgetting all my words today because I'm recording this in the same time I'm recording a few others, and I've forgotten quite a few words. So yeah, the idea is you just want to stalk people. That's the gist of it. Ideally, if you're tier 1, you'd want to stalk from a bit where they wouldn't see you. This map was actually a unlucky map because obviously not a lot of dark places for you to hide in. It's a very open yellow field. Another thing as well is one of his perks. A lot of his perks are about the obsession, basically. So, as you can see, the Meg is my obsession. So, ideally you want to leave your obsession till last, because everyone else gets hindered because of it. It's an interesting thing, his perks, because obviously in the films he's very obsessive over Laurie, who is a survivor in the game, by the way, and also has her own very good perks. So really the Halloween chapter is just a brilliant chapter to buy if you just want like a good survivor for good perks and a good killer for add-ons and a fun build too. Sorry, my cat sneezed. I'm not sure, that's probably been picked up by the mic. It's just my cat sneezing. So yeah, as you can see, I'm almost tier 3. And when you hit tier 3 of this build, the idea is you want to just find whoever you've ideally stalked the most, which I believe in this case would be the Sable, because she's the main person I've been stalking. As you can see, they started white and they're turning redder. There is a limit to how much you can stalk people, and that never goes away. So people don't lose their stalk meter. It's always just, once you've stalked them, that's it. So when you're running this Mori build, you ideally want to find someone who you haven't, had before, we'll go with. And that will make your life so much easier. Although I feel like I'm going to commit the oopsie here. Okay, no I didn't. I was about to say, am I going to pop tier 3? Because never was pop tier 3 too early. And obviously I've still probably got quite a bit of work to do on the gate. So honestly, I think that's probably why I just downed her normally. Is so I could get a hook and then try and work the build around the hook. Because if you hook her, then you can just mori people whenever they go for a rescue. That's quite a simple way to put it, I guess. Whether I pull off, I don't remember. Because, as I said, it's been about 2-3 weeks since I recorded these. I recorded so many more episodes since. But I did get gen rushed. That was fun. So you can see here I'm trying to cut them off from where I think they'll be going to try and rescue her. I don't know why I went that way. They would have so went the other way. But for some reason I chose that option instead, and it was a bad choice. But yeah, the gen rush was real. You can see I've now got someone in my sights. I really shouldn't have done it. Yeah, by the way, despite the fact I said you can grab them and mori them and all that, you can, if you play your cards correctly, do that. So, you can still down people, which is what his tier 3 does, by the way. Is when the knife goes up, and you can down people in one shot. It's why I liked him so much back when I played on Xbox. It's why he's a Prestige 6. He's not a Prestige now because there's a limit to what I can do. But yeah, they decided to hide in basement, and that's why you don't hide in basement. Admittedly, now they do know that I have one of the tombstone pieces because there's a purple add-on that lets you do the same thing. But you lose your tier 3 once you've killed someone with it, whereas here you don't. So now I'm trying to hunt down this next person before my tier 3 runs out. I doubt I'll get it off, because you need to be quick to get multiple kills on a tier 3. But, yeah. You can now see the power of just, you stalk someone enough, that's it. You hit tier 3, their game is done. It's so, like, broken. But they can't do anything about it, because then they ruin Michael Myres entirely. So you can see here I'm trying to get my last little bit of tier 3 so I can then kill the Sable, because she's basically done. She's like bright red now. And thankfully that person just gave me exactly what I needed. You can see I don't pop it there because I can still stalk her and hopefully get a third tier 3. So now I'm just looking for the Sable, hoping I can get enough out of the Sable before she's maxed out. But of course I can't find the Sable, I've just got to find this person instead. So I'll take mine down and I'll move along, I guess. That's the thing, you've got to also be very patient as a Michael Myres. You can't like rush anything, because if you rush things and preemptively pop your tier 3, survivors can outrun it. That is a possibility. Anyways, here's the Meg finally. As you can see, I'm gonna probably hit her. Oh, never mind, I'm just gonna kill her. What? Right. So I've committed a very big no-no here. That's what I've done right there. I could have abused the obsession so much more. Because one of the perks is if you get into a chase and then leave them, you just get to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? I've completely forgotten what word I'm looking for is here. You get a speed boost. That's what it is. It's called save the best for last, or play with your food, or just one of the two. I think it's play with your food. Yeah, if you chase obsession and leave them, you get a speed boost until you hit a survivor, or every basic attack you have anyways. So this is pretty much the game, because she's not going to wait around, because she's going to know I have the ability to mori people, and she's not going to go for that rescue, because, you know, that's suicide. She escapes before the tier 3 is even ran out, so she might have had a chance. She probably didn't, and that was a smart choice by the Sable to not go for a rescue. But yeah. It's a nice little free piece, and it's not anything to complain about, especially considering the gen rushing that happened. But don't get pissed if you get gen rushed. Like, that's one of the unwritten rules of DBD is like, oh, no tunneling, no slugging for killers, and no gen rushing for survivors. Or just play the game how you want. If you wanna be a dick, go be a dick. Who's gonna stop you? So yeah, I know it's, once again, not the best adept, and this time it wasn't even a hatch escape, but they actually got all 5 gens done, and it wasn't a case of I closed hatch and they got the exit gate like the hillbilly one. But you know, it was an alright game all around. Very quick game, that's the thing. If you get the tier 3 Myres, your games are fast, because you just kill people. That's it. Anyways, on to the recommended build now, and this time I've actually got 2 recommended builds. So, you know, you're getting a treat here. There's 2 builds I can recommend for you to use when playing Michael Myres. One of which is by far my favourite build to run in this entire game as a whole, and the other is one of the most broken. We'll start off with the broken one, which is both his iridescent add-ons. So you have infinite tier 3 and Yumori on tier 3. If you have the infinite ability to end people's games just like that, that's the most broken thing in the world. Like, the only way they can escape is to hope and pray that you never find them, or that you never manage to reach it, because it does take quite a bit of work to get to tier 3. Because both make it so that it's longer stalking time. So basically you need to stalk everyone. I don't remember what perks I've ran here. I've ran surveillance. You'll be able to read it, because I can't read it. I don't remember what it does either. But I feel like the build probably makes sense. All I know is that I've got Hawkins there. Trail of Torment is a good perk for removing your red light terror radius. That's the word I'm looking for. Terror radius. Gosh, I'm completely bottling it here. Honestly. Good guides for what? Hex Ruin, basically when survivors aren't working on gens, their progress goes down. That's it. That's all there is to it. I wish I could say there was more. That's it. You see what it does. Used to be way better, by the way. Now it's kind of alright. And Call of Brine. Another perk, I don't remember what it does. But I think the idea is to basically try and remove your terror radius. And slow down gens so you can stalk faster. Or stalk more, I guess, not stalk faster. You need to stalk add-on to stalk faster. And Hawkins, because being indoors with Michael Myres is funny. But that's not my favourite build. This is my favourite build. This build is the Scratch Mirror build. Now what that means is you are restricted to tier 1. But you have aura reading. So you have wall hacks. You put that on an indoor map, you have the best jump scare build ever. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And yeah, you can increase your movement speed while stalking, which is what I did. So you can move closer to your survivor while still knowing where they are. But if you put this on an indoor map, it's genuinely, it's so fun to use. Especially if you're playing with your friends and you can terrify them. Why is my phone going off? Silence. Barbecue and Chili, when you hook a survivor, if any survivors are out with a certain radius, you see where they are. Hex Devour Hope, I mainly have it here for the speed boost and the ability to kill people in the end, because that's the one problem with this build, is that there is no lethality at all, because you don't have your exposed, you don't have your one shots, you have nothing. So I would always take something that can kill people. Lethal Pursuer, it's an aura reading build. Of course you're going to want Lethal Pursuer that increases aura reading all around. That's just like rule 101 for this build. You're going to be abusing your wall hacks. I've just punched my mic. Oops. And nowhere to hide. Kick the gens. You know where people are. Yeah. Basically, you're just wanting to abuse aura reading and hope and pray that they don't get your Hex Devour Hope. You're a jump scare. You're not chasing people. You should always just hit them and then back off. That's all you do with this build. You don't get into chases. If anyone's got a chase build, you leave them alone. You jump scare them and that's it. Oh yeah, and you go on an indoor map. But I feel like that's self-explanatory. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you all next time. Adios.